Alrighty guys, here we are. So again, not the best view, but from what I can tell, everything looks pretty decent. Got the entire assembly set up and ready to go, ready to get installed. Now the only thing I'm going to try to work on right now is actually securing this. So there's nothing in the back. Hold on guys, this is a very tight fit. So hopefully you guys can see that. I'm going to put the light up a little bit so you can see. There's really nothing in the back other than this little bad boy should sit up against back there. So I don't know if you can see that. Again, very limited, so I do apologize for the quality of the video, but again, that's kind of the best I can do with what we got going on here. So next thing you want to do is you want to get this little plate or bracket, and if I'm not mistaken, it should just get mounted right up underneath there. Hold on guys, there we go. So you're just going to want to line up your holes, get your bolts, get everything in there, and that's pretty much it. And it's going to hold it secure, and it should not vibrate or bounce anywhere. Okay, so let's see what we got. I don't know if you guys can see that. Get the first one in there. I'm not going to tighten everything down. I'm just going to kind of run my fingers through it and make sure everything is about as snug as it's going to get. Let's see here. So same thing, you've got 4 of them, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Can't really see it, guys. You know what? Let me stop recording. I'm gonna. Alrighty, guys. Hopefully that gets you guys a little bit of a better photo there. Put another light to my left. I got the 3 little. Let's see here. Got the little bolts that are going to hold this thing into place. And again, you can now hopefully you can see this little backing plate, which is going to support the valves or the solenoids or whatever the hell they want to call it. And I'm missing a washer. Damn it. All right, I'll have to, oh, there it is. Good. All right, so you guys get the idea. So we're gonna put this all in there together. Let's go. I'm gonna try to fast forward half this shit so you guys don't have to get too bored. That's it, guys. It's in there. It is secure. All right, so let's start connecting our air lines. And I'm still going to fire it up and test everything, make sure everything is good. Give it a nice little tug on there, make sure everything is secure. Let's see here. So we got our blue quarter line down here. You know what, guys? I'm going to recommend you're going to cut some of this off. You can either use a knife, something like that, okay? That might work for you. If I'm not mistaken, it was blue that was there. Okay, that one actually looks pretty decent, so I'm probably not going to cut that one, although you can. So it should be blue. And again, guys, this is why it's important to take photo or video of what you're doing, so if you make any mistakes, at least you can always go back and review and excuse me, go from there. So this one, I'm definitely going to give it a little bit of a nip. You can see where it's a little crimped, okay, and that's pretty normal. There's nothing wrong with that. This one actually isn't too bad, it's just crooked, so I'm gonna go from there. Okay, this one we're gonna cut from here that way. All right, be careful. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, red was there. We're same thing, we're gonna cut just a little bit off there. Alrighty, and now we're just gonna have 3 more lines: red, green, orange. Okay, once we do that, we're gonna connect our plugs. We have 1, 2, 3. Then we have the 4th plug there. Again, I'm gonna make sure everything is kind of tied and secured everything together nicely with some zip ties. This way you don't get that ugly vibration or any potential air leaks in the future. Alrighty, guys, so I don't really like the way this is working out here, so what I'm going to probably do is route it a little differently. I don't know if this is, oh, it actually does move. Oh, fuck, what do you know? Alrighty, well, you get the point, guys. So we're going to just simply cut these little ends off right here, and that way they don't, we minimize our leaks, okay? There you go. And then one last one, we're gonna do the green one. We're gonna connect everything. I wanna start it up and test first before I actually go ahead and start zip tying everything together or getting everything bunched up together. I don't wanna have to worry about that right away. So again, there you go. So that's in, secure. Let's go ahead and pull our harness over. Okay guys, so we have everything connected, everything in its place where it needs to go. I'm not gonna go ahead and zip tie it just yet because what I wanna do, number one, I wanna make sure everything's connected and plugged in. Then I'll go ahead and secure everything. But first thing first is you gotta go ahead and start the truck up. Let it build pressure, let it build and purge to about 120, 130, whatever it's set at. Turn off the truck, come back underneath and verify your repairs, okay? Then go ahead and do your, your zip ties and secure the harness and airlines and whatever you need to do. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up to the front, I'm gonna fire the truck up, and then we'll go from there. So let's do that first. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and open up the truck. We're gonna go ahead and turn the switch off, or the disconnect switch on, I should say. So we're getting power back to the cab. Gonna go ahead and fire it up. First thing first, cycle the key, let it do its thing. Right now it should have 0 air. So we're gonna go ahead and fire it up, let it build again to about 125, 130, whatever it's gonna do, and purge. Once it does that, we're gonna go back underneath and verify that we don't have any leaks. Alrighty guys, so I wanted to quickly show you guys, sorry, I'm making sure you're getting the best view possible. So as of now, I have no more air leaks up here. I had this line that wasn't inserted all the way. I went ahead and made sure that was pushed in. Everything so far so good. I'm gonna go turn off the truck so we can hear if we have any audible leaks. Let's go from there, baby. Oh, it's because the air is on in the back. Alrighty guys, so I'm gonna go back underneath. We're gonna check for any leaks that we may have down underneath. If we do not, then it's a successful repair and we are all done. Let's see, alrighty. All right, so as of now, I don't hear any leaks. Give it a little wiggle test. Let's see what we got going on. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I don't hear anything leaking, so I think this is a successful repair. I'm definitely gonna secure these a little bit better, this harness right here, so it's not jiggling, it won't wiggle out. We're gonna secure all these airlines. This one, I'm probably gonna run it underneath, just so I don't have to worry about that kind of pressure. It may not even make a difference. Either way, I'm gonna secure it, I'm gonna make it look all pretty, and we're all done. So guys, if this is something that you encounter or have encountered on a Freightliner M2, again, you're gonna probably have this on tow trucks, box trucks, things like that. So keep that in mind, guys. Easiest place, I showed you guys how to put it all together. You don't have to replace all of them. I'm doing it because again, it's something that the county, sometimes it's an emergency vehicle, and the last thing I want to be is responsible for something like this if it goes bad, if it goes south. So showed you guys how to replace them. Very simple, very, very easy to do. Won't take you too long, but there you go, guys. If you have any questions, as always, hit me up. Hope this video helps you guys out. Give it a like, please. Thumbs up, subscribe. Hey, share the video, whatever works. Help spread the word, and that's pretty much it, guys. So have yourself a beautiful day.